NBA players won in 1 million insane moments in NBA history. The competition in basketball is intense. It's a brutally competitive sport, where physical size and strength are paramount. To reach the highest levels of the game, one must also possess a high level of intelligence and a special mental aptitude. The world can take an unexpectedly comical turn at any moment, whether on purpose or not. Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal are two of the sport's all-time greats, who are also known for their humorous antics off the court. The most hilarious moments, however, frequently involve the most serious participants and staff members in the most serious situations. The process of creating this list is highly subjective, demanding, and entertaining all at the same time. I spent a good chunk of time just laughing at the content and reliving some 1 in 1 million insane moments in NBA history. It's a very passionate and serious league, but it often gets caught up in its own absurdity. At number 1, Amare Stoudemire's NBA season was rough. His injuries, lack of enthusiasm, and lack of production angered fans. He helped an overhyped New York Knicks team that was eliminated in the first round of the playoffs by the eventual NBA champion Miami Heat. In the 2012 playoffs, he slashed his hand open with a fire extinguisher. This video encapsulates Stoudemire's disappointing season. Battier flopped and Stoudemire fouled out. Frustration made for a funny video. Pun only slightly intended. Number 2. First, I hate Skip Bayless. I rarely agree with him, and I hate almost everything he says. I agree with Skip in this rare instance. I disagree with Stephen A. Smith about Tiago Splitter being underrated. Smith's argument is hilarious. Not Splitter's basketball skills, but his foreign name. Many people dislike Smith's demeanor and opinions as much as Bayless's, but I find his over-the-top delivery funny, especially in this clip. Tiago Splitter! Third spot. I love the round mound of rebound. Charles Barkley was a dominant NBA player who commanded respect. He had his share of hilarious moments, and this won't be his only appearance. Charles Barkley has the confidence and swagger of Tiger Woods, but a Happy Gilmore swing. This video shows how badly he hits golf balls. With every swing, he second-guesses himself halfway through, pulls back, and finishes in 15 awkward movements. It's really ugly. Barkley's beauty is irresistible. At number 4, Mitch Kupchak was upset as Kobe Bryant and the Lakers lost in the 2012 NBA playoffs. He did nothing but frown in a hostile Oklahoma City Thunder crowd. Luckily for fans, producers knew exactly where he was when LA was eliminated and what to do. Dramatic zoom in. Kupchak's pained expression and ESPN's commentary made the moment. Lakers fans hope Kupchak doesn't have to make this face again this season. Fifth spot. Shaquille O'Neal was the NBA's most dominant big man and hilarious on and off the court. He's one of basketball's funniest players, sometimes out of hate. In this video, Shaq is acting goofy. Shaq shows his wit after an inexplicable question by owning the reporter. At the end of the video, he makes a funny gesture acknowledging his joke. Which is funnier, the "your wife" joke or Shaq's reaction? I'm torn. Gold either way. Stealing 6th spot, I've always been booed. Joakim Noah describes his life during a press conference where he rips Cleveland. Noah, a polarizing and high-octane personality on the court, took his act off the hardwood when he talked about how much he hated Cleveland, unfazed by Cleveland's fans. The video's funniest part is when he tells reporters not to worry because he has friends. Noah's comments in Cleveland drew a harsh response, but he has a point. Cleveland tourists? 7th place. This video features several Barkleyisms from the 1992 Summer Olympics. I don't know Angola, but it's in trouble. Ghetto spring break. Charles Barkley loved the crowded streets and constant attention, according to the video's commentator. While this video is full of Barkley's quick wit, I'll include his best quote from the 1992 Olympics for humor's sake. Barkley said after a physical altercation during a win over Angola, "I'll hit back if hit." Even though he looked starved, he almost speared me. Barkley's offensively funny best. At number 8. When I was a kid, Allen Iverson was my hero. My ludicrous aspiration to play in the NBA was fueled by his intense on-court persona, the fact that he grew up in my hometown, and the fact that he was an undersized player who went up against much bigger foes without fear. Even though he's fallen on hard times and his character has been questioned on a regular basis, I'd like to think that as a fan of the NBA and a former idol of mine, he'll be remembered as one of the league's greatest pure scorers and best undersized players of all time, and for missing one practice. It would surprise me greatly if you haven't seen this video. Aside from being one of the most famous sports gaffes ever, It has also been the subject of countless parodies, jokes, and even entire shows. Logic dictates this result, of course. During this press conference, Iverson's frustration with practice erupts into a tirade unlike any other he has delivered. Then, to round things out, he exclaims, "How the hell can I make my teammates better by practicing?" Oh, and he wore a hat supporting the Boston Red Sox to a press conference about the Philadelphia 76ers. The way he behaved? It was as if he intended to provoke animosity. Number 9. Perhaps now you're beginning to see what I mean. In other words, Barkley is a hilarious guy. When I said he should have a slideshow of quotations and sound bites dedicated to him, I wasn't joking. This video does a wonderful job of summing up some of the many qualities that made Barkley such a phenomenal NBA player. Because of his affability, his ability to make people laugh, and, most importantly, his charisma, he is a fan favorite both on and off the court. Players, coaches, and fans were driven crazy by Barkley's ability to dunk on and grab rebounds for opponents time and time again throughout his career. But with his almost childlike demeanor, made it hard to stay mad at him even as their teams were being wiped out. Even after retiring from playing, Barkley has maintained this mentality as an NBA analyst and TV host. The job suits him, and he's grown accustomed to, and chubby from, the sedentary lifestyle that affords him. But for the time being, let's reflect on how Barkley's sense of humor on the court helped him land the role of an on-air personality in the first place. Lastly, my apologies in advance for the rhyming title of this slide. I simply couldn't hold back. Additionally, it goes without saying, which big man was funnier, Charles Barkley or Shaquille O'Neal, will be debated until the end of time. When it comes to viral videos on YouTube, however, I have to give the nod to Shaq. Maybe it was because Shaq rose to fame during the rapid expansion of the internet, but the man always seemed ready to do something completely ridiculous for the camera. From his flashy dance moves to his cutting comments about Kobe Bryant, ESPN SportsCenter captures many of his finest NBA moments in this video. Barkley and Shaq are equally hilarious throughout history. When it comes to shocking quotes that weren't filmed or easily available online as video, Barkley wins hands down. But Shaq easily takes the cake in the era of the ubiquitous camera phone and online video sharing.